Hey guys, it's Chris Pre here with SmartRealEstateCoach.com. I wanted to chat with you a little bit about wholesaling. I'm always poo-pooing on wholesaling. You see in some of my videos, I tell you it's not enough money, don't do wholesaling. I get all kinds of calls, emails, and comments about wholesaling. I'm trying to wholesale, and I always say it's not enough money. So the reason this title is Okay, I Give Up is I did recently, just wrapped it up yesterday, do a simple $5,000 assignment. But there's a reason, and there's a couple built-in lessons here that I want to share with you because the lead came from a guy that does rehabs. So let me just give you a little kind of background because it's important that you cultivate these relationships. My VA originally called on a for sale by owner that a rehabber had. I did not know him from anyone. We ended up getting the deal. He tried us, and we sold it like that. Got him more money than he would get for flipping it. And obviously, you know, I hope by now, if you put a rehab property on a spreadsheet with the profit and the taxes associated, and you put that next to a sandwich lease, or a lease option rather, because I assigned it back to him, there's no comparison. His tax situation is better, his profit's higher, and he gets monthly cash flow. So as an investor slash rehabber, he totally appreciated that. He went through our whole process, sat in my buyer's meeting, loved it. Now, that one for sale by owner call that my VA called, and then I went and got the agreement, that led to 3 referrals so far from that one rehabber because he gets calls and inquiries on his website, and he can't help everyone because somebody might call and say, my property's over leveraged, can you help me? He doesn't know how to deal with that. Now, stay with this because this story is interesting, different profit centers that this sparked. So again, one call to the VA sparked that one deal, 3 other deals, 2 of which I stayed in the sandwich lease. So we have these long term, they're worth $50,000 each. So that one call to the FSBO is worth 2 assignments back, call it 14 or 15 grand average, and 2 sandwich leases. So one call, add those up, was worth about $130,000 so far. Now, fast forward to 2 weeks ago. We get an inquiry on our website for a woman that wants to dump her house in a town nearby. Long story short, it doesn't need that much work. She's just intimidated by it. I gave her a lease purchase offer, a terms offer with her holding paper in second position subordinating to my first, and I gave her a cash offer. She took the cash offer. If you put the spreadsheet together and we rehab it and flip it, it's pretty good. It's probably 50 grand. If you put a sandwich lease together on that same deal with an investor in first position, it's about 112 grand. It's a very strong lease purchase on a house that's pretty small. This is a $75,000 purchase. But what we said with all the properties going on, we've got probably 15 properties we took in the last 70 days. There's a lot going on. So to divert our energy and try to go do a rehab would suck up a lot of time between raising the money, etc. So what did I do? I called that rehabber. We refer each other back and forth. I said, look, I'm looking for $7,500. I owe you 1 referral on one of your sandwich leases for $2,800. How about you give me 5 grand? We'll wipe out that last referral. You do the direct closing with my attorney and the seller, and I'll get an assignment fee on the HUD. So I gave in. I did my wholesale for a measly $5,000, but it was really worth $7,800 to me because I contraed, I credited a referral fee that was due. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is, number one, I'm not saying never, never, never do wholesaling. There's a time and a place for that. I spent about 2 hours, 1 visit to the house, and 1 or 2 phone calls, connected my attorney with my rehabber buddy that I now know from a year ago we met, and that'll send us a check for 5 grand in about 3 weeks. Was it worth it? Absolutely, it was worth it, and it furthers the development of our relationship because we continually refer things back and forth, and to top that off, he now wants me to coach him. So I can show him how to do his own deals instead of referring him to us. And I'm glad to do that. And people say, you're going to train him instead of letting him refer you? You shouldn't do that. You're going to compete with him. That's a lack mentality, guys. There's plenty of business in your market. There's plenty of business in my market. Have a prosperity attitude. There's plenty of deals to be had. So just become a transaction engineer is one lesson. Second lesson is cultivate relationships. And the third lesson is most certainly look for any kind of deal you can coming out of each lead you get. Make it a great week. Hope that helps.